Everyone! This is Paulina on the Finnish Path. Welcome to my weekly reading, good advice for the week to come. And now we are reading for, I think it's the first week of 2019. Of course, the thing is that at the same time, it's the last week of 2018 because tomorrow, Monday, it is New Year's Eve. So I'm not sure if this is officially the last reading for 2018 or the first one for 2019, but we'll do both at the same time. So I'll be reading for next week. That's Monday the 31st of December until Sunday the 6th. And actually, we'll go right to it. Although, sorry, I have to move my light a little. Just setting up my new laptop for these live readings, and this is a bit different from what I had before. So let's see. Okay, I think we are good to go now. Right, so to do the reading, I will tilt the camera down so that you can see the table in front of me and you can see me draw. Just a moment. Here we go. And here is my deck. And the deck I'm using, as always, is Pam's Vintage Tarot. This beautiful deck. If you are interested in the deck, you can find out more about this from my blog. There's a link there to the creators page and also to the page where I bought this deck. So you can find out more there. Right, so as always, I will be drawing 3 cards. The first card is for stop, what we need to stop doing next week. And then the second card is for start, what we need to start doing next week. And then the third card is continue, something we have started earlier and we need to continue doing. I have already pre-shuffled my deck earlier, so I think we are good to go. Here we are. Right, next week, and the first card is stop. Okay, we got a Major Arcana card here. That's the Chariot. And then start. Oh, this is 8 of Swords. Looks kind of dire, but don't worry, we'll get into that. And then continue. Ah, the High Priestess. Another Major Arcana card here. Oh, lovely. So that's our draw for next week. Now let's see what this means. I'll move the cards up so that you can see them properly. Right, now looking at all the cards on the table, we have 2 Major Arcana cards. So next week is going to be an important week. And then the only pip card we have is number 8. That's creativity. And swords are about thought. So creative thinking. Okay. Let's look at these cards one by one. This is the Chariot. The Chariot is about control. Do you see? There's a kind of a chariot that is pulled by 2 sphinxes, a black and a white sphinx. But the guy driving the chariot is not actually holding the reins. And still, he's in total command. So, I mean, he can steer without hands. In other words, this is a true master, someone who truly controls the situation. Now, this is in the stop position. This is what we need to stop. We need to stop trying to control the situation. We should let things unfold the way they naturally do without us making them happen. That's really interesting. Because, of course, so much of life is beyond our control. I mean, thinking about it. So we should stop trying to control everything. There's an interesting feature here about the sphinxes, the white and the black sphinx. I'm going to come back to that in a moment. But right now, we'll go forward to the second card, the Eight of Swords. Now, looking at this card, this looks scary. But in fact, it's not. Look a bit closer. Yes, this person is bound and they have a blindfold. But the ties around them are actually really loose. They are not really captive. If they want to, they can loosen up the rope around them, free their hands, and lift the blindfold. They can do that at any time. But while they remain like this, they know that there are swords around them. But they don't know, since they can't see, they don't know that the swords are not actually forming a cage. There are swords to their side and behind them, but not on the other side and not in front. So they are actually not a captive. They are not trapped. If they walk straight ahead, they will not be hurt in the swords. So this is about choice, really. As long as they choose to keep those ties, and as long as they choose to remain bound and blindfolded, they won't be able to move. But it is up to them. They can loosen their ties at any time. And when they do, they can move. And this is what we need to start doing. We need to realize that the boundaries we think we have in our lives are actually, if not created by us, at least we allow them to remain there. This is what we need to realize, that it is up to us. We can at any time move forward. We just need to decide to do so. So any hindrances, any boundaries, any restrictions, they are not real. I mean, yes, they are real, but we can overcome them. And we are actually using them as excuses. Excuses not to do what we know we should do, and what we know we are actually more than capable of doing. Very interesting. No more excuses for us. And now to the continue card, our High Priestess. looking at this card really quickly, there are columns here, white column and black column. This is talking about with this card, white Sphinx and black Sphinx. A striking similarity, in fact. That's because both these cards are about, one thing they are about is combining things that don't necessarily naturally go together, combining them and creating stability and harmony. This card, the High Priestess, is very much about deeper knowledge, spiritual knowledge as well, yes, but not just spiritual as in religious, but deeper knowledge, actually knowing how things work. You know, having these gut feelings about things. There's this curtain behind the High Priestess. We can't see what is back there, but the High Priestess knows. That kind of deeper knowledge, the serenity in this card, the calmness, the certainty of this High Priestess when she's sitting there. She is so calm. She's at rest because she knows, she has the knowledge. She doesn't have to worry about anything. She's got it, this lady. This is what we need to continue. We need to continue trusting ourselves the way the High Priestess does, because we do know where we are going. We do know what's what and what's happening. We do know what is behind that curtain. We just need to trust ourselves. Very interesting here. I'll tilt the camera up now. There you are. Hello. Is that good? Yes. There we go. And here are the cards again. Chariot, Eight of Swords, and the High Priestess. Now these two are an obvious pair. Since they are major arcana cards, they are really important. They are major things in our lives. So, and the similarities of the black and the white. So these are tying into each other in a very strong way. Now, thinking about it, our Chariot is telling us to not try to control everything all the time. And our High Priestess is telling us to trust ourselves. Actually makes perfect sense. We do need to trust ourselves. We do need to let things unfold the way they naturally would. And we can do that because we know deep inside that no matter what happens, we'll handle it. We can absolutely handle it. We are in a stable place. We have stability in our lives. So we could feel as tranquil as this beautiful lady does. And then our start card. We need to stop the excuses in our lives. Very encouraging reading this. Really encouraging, telling us that we've got it. We got it covered, and we can actually steer. We can drive the chariot. We are able to, but we shouldn't. Not next week. We shouldn't try to control everything around us. It is time for us to be the passengers for a while, because whatever happens, we will be able to handle it. And we should stop making up excuses why we should try to control everything. Time to trust life. Yeah. Because life will carry us if we let it. It's like water. We can float. Isn't that interesting? Such a lovely reading for the first week of the year. Okay. And I think it's a good idea to try to start the year with this serene attitude. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that, but I will definitely try. Yeah. Okay. That is our next week. Sounds really good. Oh, I'm happy about this. Okay. So, like always, I will write this reading down in my blog, and you can read it there later. And if you want, you can follow this reading and other readings I do in my blog by subscribing. All you have to do is enter your email address, and you will be notified whenever I post something new in my blog. Or if you like, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it will be really easy for you to do that. There will be this small logo that will appear on the lower right hand side corner of this video by the end of the video. And if you click that, then it'll be easy for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, this reading is something I do for my clients. So if you feel that you would benefit from this kind of advice regarding any aspect of your life, then you can find this reading in my web shop. It's called Stop, Start, Continue Reading. And you can place your order through there. But that was that. Okay. Happy New Year next week, and happy New Year's Eve tomorrow. And I will see you again in a week. Have a wonderful week. Hey, hey.